Hey everyone, today I'll be talking about three manga that I haven't heard my friends recommend, and I'll only be discussing the first volume of each manga, so there shouldn't be any major spoilers. The first manga is considered to fall into the school life, harem, and drama genres, and is called Watari-kun's is About to Collapse. Stating that it's a harem already tells you all you need to know about the plot, so let's talk about the characters instead. Our main boy is Naoto, a high schooler who is living with his aunt after being tossed around to several different family members following the death of his parents. As a result of his parents' untimely passing, Naoto has decided to devote extra time and energy into looking after his little sister Suzu. This means Naoto goes straight home instead of joining any after school activities, and, as you probably have already guessed, it means that his little sister is very overattached in all of the usual ways we see in anime. Suzu gets jealous when she sees Naoto with other girls, and she even hides test papers with high grades on them so her older brother can continue to tutor her, even when she is already excelling. Not to mention that she becomes quite frightening looking when Naoto discovers the discarded high-scoring test paper. Sibling bonds aside, we have Satsuki Tachibana, a childhood friend of Naoto's who we see early on in a menacing pose, as we are told she destroyed his family's garden. Her pose honestly gives off some borderline yandere vibes, but Naoto also has fond memories of their childhood experiences together, and claims he used to have a crush on her. Additionally, when he sees her smile, it reminds him of the smile she had back when they were kids and all was peachy. So you'll be left wondering if she's really just a cool, easygoing girl, or if she's secretly crazy. And the other girl we are introduced to in Volume 1 is Yukari Ishihara, a classmate who is well endowed and seems to be the most normal and upright character out of the entire group. Of course, Yukari has a crush on our boy Naoto as well, confessing that she even loves how dedicated he is to his little sister. However, Naoto's number one bro, Glasses Dude, has a crush on Yukari too, so our web of character relations begins to look a bit complicated. I think the thing that makes this harem manga extremely interesting is the dark vibes I feel we get from the mental states of the characters. I find myself easily wondering, is Satsuki really going to turn out to be a yandere? Why is Naoto so obsessed with his little sister and afraid of her becoming more independent? And what's up with the aunt that keeps saying she hates her deceased older brother? It's definitely a manga worth jumping into, whether you want another romance harem, or if it's because you want answers to the same potentially dark questions I find myself wondering about. Our next manga is a slice of life Yuri titled If I Could Reach You. The story focuses on Uta, a high school student who falls in love with her brother's wife, Kaoru. Kaoru is a childhood friend of Uta's brother Reichi, who finally tied the knot of matrimony with him after persisting past several rejections throughout the years. And, although Reichi may not always seem like the best spouse since he literally forgets their anniversary and ends up busy with a business trip, he still actually very much cares for Kaoru, as we see when he promises not to make her feel lonely anymore, which then leads into a passionate kiss. So, Kaoru has loved Reichi for years, and they have been married for a full year. Where does that leave Uta? Well, after Reichi forgets his anniversary with Kaoru, Kaoru asks Uta to go on a date with her instead. So the two go to an amusement park and end the date on a Ferris wheel in typical dating fashion, and then Kaoru proceeds to present Uta with a gift necklace that is part of a matching set and sets Uta's heart ablaze. And of course, you might see these endearing moments unfold between Uta and Kaoru and think, maybe Uta has a chance. But Kaoru talks to her friends about wanting to someday have a child, so clearly she has plans to elevate her relationship with Reichi to the next level at some point. So, does Uta really have a chance? Readers will have to continue their journey with the manga to find out whether a Yuri romance actually unfolds, or if Uta just grows as a person after tackling all of her complex emotions. And this is a journey that I have yet to complete myself, but I very much look forward to continuing on with this series. Our last manga is a dark fantasy dystopian thriller series called From the New World, or Shinsekai Yori. It begins with a vague foreshadowing of a calamity that might strike a peaceful town, and then shifts gears and has us look at the life of Saki Watanabe and her peers as they learn magic to pursue various dreams, such as exploring the world beyond the safe boundary of what they refer to as the rope. The story hooks you in as Saki begins to foster a desire to learn about the mysteries that adults never tell children about, and many of the answers appear to lie in the dangerous world beyond the rope, which is home to creatures like these foreign morph rats that have poisonous arrows, karma demons that can warp everything into grotesque forms, fiends that hunt and kill humans, and more unusual and mysterious creatures that, in some cases, have a very unique purpose or set of behaviors. In a way, the series reminds me of Cage of Eden, which was another mystery and survival manga that I did a video for about a year ago. Links in the description if you're interested. And like Cage of Eden, we have various deadly creatures, questions we need answered, and plenty of fan service. The fan service in From the New World falls under the mature content category, so I have to censor all of that here. But you might be interested in knowing that some of the scenes involve Yuri for all of my Yuri fans out there. And if you're a Genshin fan who's into characters like Mona for that thickness, then you'll definitely be pleased with characters like Miria Akazuki. Also, if fanservice is your main point of interest, I recommend sticking to the manga. But if the description of the story is what caught your interest, you may be pleased to know that there's an anime for the series as well, which might be worth checking out. So if you're into dark fantasy, mystery, survival, fanservice, Yuri, or the 10 out of 10 content that wraps all of these together, you're bound to fall in love with Shinsekai Yuri. So give it a go and let me know what you thought. The journey was amazing, the ending blew my mind with twists I didn't predict, and the series will definitely not disappoint. That concludes our brief previews into these 3 amazing manga series. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you think you've discovered a new title you may want to get into. Hope to see you all again next time, and see you.